How's it going, everyone? Austin Honecker here. I just want to come on here for a while and give them a review for All Elite Wrestling's AEW Rampage special event Beach Break Championship Friday. I gotta say, it was awesome from start to finish. For the matches, match 1, it was Jon Moxley versus Anthony Bowens. That was a great match, but the ending to it, Jon Moxley went over with the paradigm shift. Well, before the match, as Jon Moxley came out to the ring, the Acclaimed, which are Max Caster and Anthony Bowens, came out. Max Caster done a rap on Jon Moxley, and Anthony Bowens said his signature line, "Cleveland, the Acclaimed have arrived." And after Anthony Bowens said his signature line, Jon Moxley attacked Max Caster and beat the shit out of him before the match started and everything. That was cool. And after the match, as Jon Moxley was celebrating his victory, Bryan Danielson was backstage watching on and observing and everything. That was cool. And that was match 1, by the way. Match 2, it was FTR, which are Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler, versus the Nightmare Family, which are Brock Anderson and Lee Johnson. That was a great match, but the ending to it, FTR went over cause Dax Harwood pinned Lee Johnson with the Mindbreaker from Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler. That was match 2, by the way. Match 3, it was Jade Cargill versus Julia Hart for the TBS Women's title. That was a great match, but the ending to it, Jade Cargill went over and retained the TBS Women's title with the Jaded. That was match 3, by the way. And match 4, which was the main event, it was the Jurassic Express, which are Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus, versus Private Party, which are Mark Quinn and Isaiah Cassidy for the AEW Tag Team titles. That was a great match, but the ending to it, the Jurassic Express went over and retained the AEW Tag Team titles, cause Jungle Boy pinned Mark Quinn with the Thoracic Express from Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy. Well, before the match, Private Party attacked the Jurassic Express from behind and beat the shit out of him before the match started and everything. That was cool. And after the match, the Gun Club, which are Billy, Austin, and Colton Gunn, came through the crowd. Well, Austin Gunn came through the ring and attacked Luchasaurus from behind with a chop block, and then attacked Jungle Boy with a clothesline. Colton Gunn was trying to get in the ring, but Christian Cage had a hold of Colton Gunn, keeping him from getting into the ring. Well, then Billy Gunn attacked Christian Cage from behind and beat the shit out of him and laid him out. And then Colton Gunn came into the ring, and after Billy Gunn beat the shit out of Christian Cage, Billy Gunn came into the ring, and then Austin Gunn came back into the ring, and Colton Gunn attacked Jungle Boy with a shot in the face with one of the AEW Tag Team titles, and then Billy Gunn picked Luchasaurus up and Irish whipped him into Austin and Colton Gunn, and Austin and Colton Gunn attacked Luchasaurus with both the AEW Tag Team titles. And as all that happened, the Gun Club stood tall, while the Jurassic Express and Christian Cage were laid out and everything. That was cool. That was after the match, by the way. Now, besides the matches, Nyla Rose and Vicky Guerrero cut a promo, and Nyla Rose was talking about how Ruby Soho plays her imaginary air guitar and everything, and Nyla Rose talked about how her feud with Ruby Soho was far from over, and how she was going to beat the shit out of her on Dynamite on Wednesday and everything. That was cool. Andrade El Idolo and Jose went into Sting's locker room, and Andrade El Idolo and Jose, they were outside of Sting's locker room, and Andrade El Idolo was talking about how he was going to succeed in getting Darby Allin to be his assistant and everything, and then Jose knocked on the door, but Andrade El Idolo said, just go on in. Andrade El Idolo opened the door to Sting's locker room, and Andrade El Idolo and Jose walked in. Darby Allin was sitting in a chair and was laughing his ass off, and Andrade El Idolo was asking Darby Allin what was so funny, and then Andrade El Idolo was saying, "What's so funny? Because this is serious." And Darby Allin, I know you work for Sting, but sign this contract. And then Darby Allin was laughing and was saying, Mr. Andrade, I've slept in cars. I've slept under bridges. I've slept in parking garages. So money doesn't mean nothing to me. And if you think for 1 second that I work for Sting, I don't. And because I work for no one. I am my own man. And if you think you're going to take over my dignity, you're not. Because no one will ever take control of me. And then Andrade El Idolo was saying, Darby, sign the contract. Because Jose gave Darby Allin the iPad to sign the contract, and Andrade El Idolo said, Darby, sign the contract. Darby Allin reached in the back of the steel chair and got Sting's baseball bat out, and Andrade El Idolo said, okay, have it your way, Darby. Because just like you said, because Darby Allin was saying that this meeting was over and everything, and then as soon as Darby Allin pulled out the baseball bat, Andrade El Idolo said, all right, Darby, have it your way. Since you said this meeting's over, I'll talk to your boss, Mr. Sting, and then Andrade El Idolo and Jose left while Darby Allin was looking on and everything. That was cool. AEW aired a video package of the feud between Thunder Rosa and Mercedes Martinez. That was cool. AEW aired a video package of the Chaos and Mean Streak of Serena Deeb, which that was cool. And Mark Henry interviewed the Jurassic Express, which are Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus, along with Christian Cage, and Private Party, which are Mark Quinn and Isaiah Cassidy, along with Matt Hardy. And Mark Henry was asking Private Party, was saying, Private Party, you've beaten the Jurassic Express before, and you came so close for a shot at the AEW Tag Team titles against the Jurassic Express. Do you all have what it takes to beat the Jurassic Express and become the AEW Tag Team Champions? Matt Hardy said, yes, they have everything it takes, Mark, because Private Party beat the Jurassic Express on the last episode of Dynamite in the TNT era. And the reason that happened is because of Christian Cage. Christian Cage said, No, Matt, you got that all wrong. Because I was not the reason this happened, that Private Party beat the Jurassic Express. It was a fluke. That's all it was. And Matt Hardy was talking about how Private Party was going to beat the shit out of the Jurassic Express and win the AEW Tag Team titles and everything. And Christian Cage was saying, no, Matt, it's not going to happen. Because Private Party are not on the same level as the Jurassic Express. Just like when you and I were in our primes in the tag team division in the past. You were never on my level. And you never will be. And then Isaiah Cassidy was saying, you know, tonight, Mark Quinn and I, we're going to kick the Jurassic Express's ass and we're going to become the AEW Tag Team Champions. And that's all I got to say about that. And then Jungle Boy was saying, oh, so you're going to sit there and beat... Jungle Boy was saying, oh, so you're going to sit there and talk about how you are going to kick our asses and become the AEW Tag Team Champions. Well, newsflash, Isaiah. The Jurassic Express have went through and beaten every member of the AHFO. And what we're going to do tonight, we're going to beat Private Party, and we're going to remain the AEW Tag Team Champions because, boys, apples don't fall from trees, and apples are not oranges. Luchasaurus screamed oranges and everything, and then Mark Henry, then Mark Henry said his signature line, well, I think that's enough talk. It's now time for the main event and everything. That was cool. Now, besides all that, Taz, Excalibur, Chris Jericho, and Ricky Starks done commentary throughout the whole show. They done awesome as usual. The referees for the event were Rick Knox, Paul Turner, Bryce Remsburg, and Aubrey Edwards. Okay. Aubrey Edwards refereed the match between Jon Moxley versus Anthony Bowens. That was Aubrey Edwards, by the way. Paul Turner refereed the match between FTR, which are Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler, versus the Nightmare Family, which are Brock Anderson and Lee Johnson. That was Paul Turner, by the way. Rick Knox refereed the match between Jade Cargill versus Julia Hart for the TBS Women's title. That was Rick Knox, by the way. And Bryce Remsburg refereed the match between the Jurassic Express, which are Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus, versus Private Party, which are Mark Quinn and Isaiah Cassidy, for the AEW Tag Team titles. That was Paul Turner, by the way. And all the referees done awesome as usual. Now, the match card for a now the now the now the match card now the match card that's been announced for All Elite Wrestling's AEW Dynamite Wednesday night. So far, it's been announced. It's going to be CM Punk versus MJF. The Death Triangle, which are Pac and Penta El Cerro Miedo versus the House of Black, which are Malachi Black and Brody King, and Ruby Soho versus Nyla Rose. Those are the matches that have been announced so far. So the match card for All Elite Wrestling's AEW Dynamite Wednesday night so far looks like it's going to be awesome. Can't wait to see it. Looking forward to it. And I'm looking forward to it. And the match card that's been announced for All Elite Wrestling's AEW Rampage Friday night, so far it's been announced. It's going to be Ricky Starks versus Jay Lethal for the FTW title, and Thunder Rosa versus Mercedes Martinez. Those are the matches that have been announced so far. So the match card that's been announced for All Elite Wrestling's AEW Rampage Friday night looks like it's going to be awesome. Can't wait to see it. I'm looking forward to it. But anyway, I just wanted to come on here for a while and give them a review for All Elite Wrestling's AEW Rampage special event Beach Break Championship Friday. Like I said, it was awesome from start to finish. And with that being said, my name is Austin Honecker, and I will catch your ass down the road. Peace out.